Hey guys, it's Brook, your friendly guitar teacher from Iowa. How you doing? Hey, I got a question. Do you overthink things and maybe get in the way of your own progress by trying to fill your brain up with too much information and then not being able to access it? We talk about theory and timing and tone and different tone woods, different hardware, all these things. It's just, you could make a list that would go all the way around the world of things you can think about. You almost got to push all that out of your head and just get into the pure sound. Like musicians in the 60s and 70s would play maybe the same bar for maybe 7 nights a week for maybe 3 months and then move on to another job. Everybody played full time. So people had really good sense of pitch, really good hearing. Well, maybe they lost some hearing due to the volume, the stage volume, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about ear training or just recognition of pitch. So you might need to kind of go back and rebuild some of the things that you're doing. So like matching a pitch. Let's say, we go, hey, I got an idea for a song, key of B. You got to just hear that frequency of the B note. And you got to be able to sing it, play it, find it, and build on it. So, I asked my student, hey, let's play something in the key of D major. And he's like, whoa, D major, that's got 2 sharps. And he's going to sit and talk about it for 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, D major is just... There shouldn't not be a huge discussion with somebody that's been playing guitar for a few years. You should have your major scales, at least be able to hear it and figure it out without having to stop and, be paralyzed. Like if I jumped on stage with a band, they're like D major, I'm like, all right, you guys start, I'll just jump in. I'm gonna... Ooh, that's bad. Ready to go to the G chord, to the D, to the A. No big deal. D, G, A, D. That's what it's gonna be. Let's say we're gonna solo in the key of A. I know a lot of my students are gonna say, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, what do you mean? I've given you probably 30 lessons on how to go. I actually caught myself today. I was trying to record a new part for a new song I'm writing, and I was getting all intricate and getting out in the weeds. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can do this. It was in G sharp, by the way, and I'm like, what about... Nothing really fancy. It just kind of, that sounded pretty good to me. But it's just that scale, your blues scale or pentatonic. You know this. You know that shape. You know that sound. And your fingers know what to do. You just got to get out of the way of your own thinking. So that's that pattern we've done in A for years and years on this channel. I mean, even just the most basic kind of recycled Chuck Berry stuff would really kind of be plenty good. In fact, if it's too clever and too sophisticated and too rip-roaring aggressive, I mean, that can be really great. But a lot of times just the good old well-worn path, you know, like stuff you've already played, stuff that you know, stuff that we know works, stuff that we've practiced and studied. That might be the thing to do instead of always be reaching for something outside of what we know. You know, as my guitar teacher said, stay in your lane, Brook. He told me that, and I remember that, and I have to remember that too. So stay in your lane, play what you know, stay in your wheelhouse, and you might be just fine. So, you know, knowing a major scale, a blues scale, a minor pentatonic, that's not bad. You could add a minor scale, and you don't have to know every exotic scale from every region of this planet. Just know minor pentatonic and a couple others, and you're good. All right, I hope that cuts through a tiny bit of clutter for somebody. It's helping me. I need that pep talk too. So don't overthink it. Just learn your dumb scales and play them, and then improvise. When you improvise, you don't have to be overly clever. If I said, let's improvise in the key of D, I'll strum a D chord, and you play a D scale. That's really all I'm really asking, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that was great, but it is, that would be improvising in the key of D. It's a start. If you're completely paralyzed by what to do, just play a scale and then make it more fun. Don't make it so boring sounding. Just kind of like in D major, for instance. Check it out. I'm just playing with the notes. I'm literally playing the guitar. I'm not overly intellectual here. I'm just... I just keep moving, you know, just keep picking, keep playing. I think you're going to do okay, but don't overthink it. All right, I'm going to end the video, but thanks for listening to me rant. But I think I'm just trying to help you, so I think this might be a good topic we can discuss. If you want to talk about it, just email me, or we can talk on the chat or the comments. Thank you.